So when we're going to talk about targeting in this video, we're going to talk about a couple of very important points that are just really important for everything, online, whether you're doing e-commerce or whether you're doing blogging or, affiliate marketing, so on and so forth, content marketing as well. We talk about targeting by keywords. Okay. So really, as many of you know, I got my start in blogging and affiliate marketing. That's where I first saw my first initial success. It allowed me to go and transform and do this full time. And I think a lot of the reason why I was so successful is because I realized very early on that, if I'm selling coffee makers or if I'm making a blog about coffee makers to do affiliate commissions from Amazon, I want to target things like best coffee makers or buy coffee makers, because those are the things that you search when you're ready to buy. So we want to let our competitors and other bloggers or other, e-com Shopify stores kind of educate your consumer, because people aren't going to buy necessarily on their first go around all the time. So we want to find people who are educated and related to our service or our product or whatever we're offering, and we want to target those by keywords. So the way you can do that, you can kind of transform that a little bit into your Facebook targeting as well. So let's say, let's just stick with our current example that we've used time and time again, and we're going to look at choker necklaces. So what we would do is we'd go over to our good friend Google here, and we would just type in buy choker necklace. Because that's it. That if someone types in buy choker necklace, they're shopping. They're ready to pull the trigger. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do a couple different things here. When you type in that keyword, you're going to look at the advertisements, okay? Because these are going to be the stores that, Google, really all advertising online these days, it seems like, but Google especially, as well as Facebook, works on an auction style or platform ad serving. So if Lulu's is paying the most money for the keyword buy choker necklace, and Revolve.com is paying a lot of money, and ASOS.com and Anthropology.com. If their ads show up first, they're paying money to target buy choker necklace, which is going to be a much more expensive keyword than, say, styles of choker necklace, because this shows intent to buy. Now, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to look at the top organic search results, because what Google does with their algorithms is when a search term gets entered in, Google wants to make sure that they are sending the buyer or the searcher, whatever they're searching for, whether they're looking to buy or not, they want them to land on the best choice for what they're looking for on their first try. That's the only goal of Google, is to get that 100% of the time. You type in something and they serve you the best choice in the first line right here, every time. So if over time, if millions of people type in buy choker necklace and they go to a site and then they go back and they go to another site further down, well, Google is going to see that as a sign that wasn't the one that they want. So what they will do is they will find out where people buy, okay, because they can do this based on search results, and they will bump those websites up to the top. So these top couple websites, in addition to the ads that are being served, are going to be your top landing pages for the buy keyword that you put in. Okay, so now you can just go over to your Facebook ads manager and target. And this is like the same way I've talked about targeting your competition. I mean, the easiest way to target is to just target your competition. Find the biggest guy in the block who's selling exactly what you're selling and target that audience. But this will help you get a little bit more defined and targeted as well. So when we're doing this, we're going to enter a couple different things. So let's just start with the big ones, like everybody knows Anthropology. So go over to your ads manager and type in Anthropology. And of course, that's going to be an interest. And we just got to make sure, let's not get carried away here. We got to make sure that that's the store. All right, so let's not target that one. Let's target one that we definitely know is a store. So ASOS.com is definitely a store. That's not another term that could be confused in Facebook here. So ASOS. All right, so we'll target ASOS.com. And I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. I don't really know what it is. So, and then you go down a little bit further, and let's just try to target Anthropology.com. So we're going to go down here and we're going to narrow our audience. We're not going to put it up here again as well. We're going to narrow the audience, and we're going to pick customers, or we're going to target potential customers that also like anthropology.com. Maybe we'll see if this comes up. This might not work. Let's see, anthropology, fields of study, schools, interests, fields of study. Nothing that guarantees that that's the shopping. So let's get rid of that. Let's disregard that. But that's no problem. We already got one of our advertisements in there. Let's try Lulu's as well. Lulus.com. So that's going to bring us down to 190,000 people. So let's see what happens if we type in Forever 21 as well. So once again, we're going to narrow our audience down once again, narrow further, and they also like Forever 21. All right, so we've got this down to 130,000 people that are pretty much essentially going to guarantee to like all three of the stores that are coming as the top search results for exactly what they're selling. So you could go even further if you wanted. You can even add in like the next one down, which is after Forever 21, you go to Claire's. And there you go. And once again, you want to make sure you're getting the store here, not just something like anthropology was a great example of what we do not want to do. So now we're down to 7,600 people. That's probably too narrow. Let's get rid of this one because it's probably one of the smaller ones, Lulus.com. Let's see where that leaves us. 220,000 people. Sure, why not? Let's start there. And just a really good example of how to using the narrow down and Google search results to really narrow your audience down. And this would be a great audience, not necessarily to make a ton of money because it's not huge, but this would be a really good audience to kind of test your ads against. And then at that point, you can get the lookalike audiences and stuff like that once you get some sales and, go on from there. But once again, 220,000 people is nothing to sneeze at. Just a great way to, another great way to target.